The old man in the forest heard the door close. He recognised it at once. The sound came from far away, yet it was clear and unmistakable to him as if he'd been standing next to the door. Despite its softness, it was a sound of firmness and finality. Someone had gone through the other side, and they would not be back, or at least, if they came again, they would remember nothing of the journey. He heard the quietest sounds, a bird shaking its feathers in the tree, and a burn tickling over the pebbles, a deer stepping on dried leaves, and sometimes he realised he heard only the quiet sounds turning out, aeroplanes, traffic, the clatter of machines, the roar of crowds in streets and arenas, the conversation of millions of people. Birds, water, wild creatures, he would hear these things long after everything else had fallen silent. And the sound of the door closing in the wall, he would always hear that. It was a low wooden blue door with no handle or latch. It made no sound when opened, but only when closed. He was only one walk away back from the forest. Sometimes he met people coming the other way, sometimes there was no one to meet. He could not remember what lay on the far side of the forest. He knew only that it was there, a beginning or an end of the trees. He thought it was problematic when he arrived and would turn and walk back. He would walk along the broad red road until he reached the wall, and then he would go to the west or to the east. It did not matter which. He would come to the door. If he'd ever gone through the door, he'd never knocked or pushed it. He did not remember. If he ever had troubled him, it no longer did. He saw two figures coming towards him a long way off. They would be tired, hungry, and probably anxious. He did not want to alarm them. He stepped into the trees and waited till they had gone past. He was not afraid.